Hi everyone, my name is Jess and today we're going to talk about the ego and how to keep your ego in check, especially in sales. Now the reason why I've picked this topic is when I started my sales career, my ego for some reason was gigantic, and for those that know me, maybe I have a little bit of an ego now, but I feel like it comes with the role. Because sales roles are so black and white with attainment and hitting your target or not hitting your target, when you do hit your target, you usually feel on top of the world and feel like you're crushing it and doing super well. But I have some best practices to keep you grounded whether you don't hit your target one quarter or hit your target the next. And these practices or tips or these things that I do in my career really help me keep me grounded. So before I get started, if you would do me the honor of clicking that red subscribe button, it would really help the YouTube algorithm and help me continue to do what I like to do, which is create videos. And at the end of this video, if you love it, please give me a thumbs up. It would help me out a lot. All right, now let's get started. Some of these are personal that I do. They might not help you, but hopefully they do. So one thing that I always look back at is you're only as good as your last sale. Now, I learned this. I was getting a haircut by one of the world's best people that cut hair, and he was saying, I'm like, aren't you bored? Haven't you cut so many people's hair and they're so great? And he said to me, I'm only as good as my last haircut. Though he's won tons of awards on cutting hair, he said, I'm only as good as my last haircut. So if I don't do a good job and I don't honor those customers and treat them well, then I'm nothing. And I said, oh, that is a really good way to keep you grounded. Doesn't matter how many awards you win, how much money you make in sales, how much commission or President's Club, you can't look back at that and just keep looking forward. And that really has kept me grounded. And maybe I heard that 3 years ago when I was in Switzerland. But it has really transformed the way I look at business. Is cool that we made a massive sale yesterday or a month ago, but let's focus on what's next. And if we're not doing good, I don't look at the past saying, I once was good, so I'm still good. I just keep going forward. So that was a good one for me. Maybe it can help you for those that, are struggling or looking back. Remember, you're only as good as your last sale. So another thing that I've done, and I explained this last year to my team, was every single customer I treat the same. Whether it's millions of dollars or whether it's $50, every single customer holds the same value to me. So I never get ahead of myself. I never treat customers differently. I honor them and treat them all the same so that, I also don't get ahead of myself and I'm pleasant to talk to for the customers. Now, in the topic of customers and keeping your ego in check, every time I talk to a customer, I remind myself how grateful I am to talk to this customer and what an honor it is that a customer has selected me to give their time and their trust to make digital transformation recommendations or get them in touch with the right people or have that brainstorming discussion with them about their pain points and about their business. I think it's such an honor to talk to customers, and I'm so blessed that they choose us to speak with. So that helps me stay grounded, that I'm not above the customer, almost the customer is above me, and that I'm very grateful for them. So that is a way to keep me grounded. And another one is we have a lot of interactions with internal people at Dell. Now, salespeople can sometimes get ahead of themselves and think they are the machine of the company. And don't get me wrong, salespeople are awesome. I'm a salesperson. You guys rock. I think you bring a lot of value, but remember, you are not the only person that brings value to the customer and during that sales cycle. You don't know what marketing has done years before you. You don't know what the company has done publicly for you. You are part of the sales process and you are not alone in the sales process. And though you might have collected that PO or you've walked the customer through a solution alone, typically in sales, there's so many people involved from start to finish and to potentially the project or further on. So you are part of the process. You are not just the process. And on that last note, I don't know if this is an appropriate quote, but you are not a one-man show. I think that's a quote here in Canada. I don't know where you're watching this, but a one-man show means you're not alone. Use your peers, be a team player. When someone gives you feedback, do not dismiss it. Think about that feedback, what you can do with it, and remember that you can constantly get better. It doesn't matter what age you are. If you're a junior salesperson or a senior person, typically those junior people can bring in fresh ideas, and those senior people can bring in experience to the fresh ideas, and it's great to work together. I think we all win when we are collaborating together and we're not that one-man show. So those are some ways that I keep my ego in check. Some are more helpful than others, but those are my best practices. I'm curious, how do you stay grounded when you're crushing your target quarter after quarter, bringing in that money, getting cheered from your boss that you're doing excellent? How do you stay grounded and constantly develop your skills? Thank you so much for watching. And again, if you like this video, feel free to give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.